Hello, welcome to the stream. The new week, World of Warcrafting. Don't know what we're crafting, but we're warring. One more level on the Druid. Don't know if it will happen today, but soon. Today would be nice, but it is a full level. So I'm not so sure about today. We'll probably have a little bit of another day. I'm not sure if it will be tomorrow because I do have something happening tomorrow and I'm not sure what time that is yet.
Farewell.
So tomorrow might just vanish. But we'll see. Last time we were playing, on Friday, our only stream last week, we did go to the Eastern Plague Lands. We did quite a bit there. Ran around, went up to the Plague Wood, all the good stuff. I think I got the flight path. Whether I did or not, it doesn't really matter right now. We do have a few things we can do in Western Plague Lands. Being orbited by a dwarf right now. But I think we'll head back to Winter Spring. Probably where we're gonna go. Go, mate. Have one of those. Put in me. Put on a show for a moment. Because we are level 58 as well, we now have a little bit more damage. That'd be fun. Honestly, what today might turn into, or what it might turn into at all. Never mind today. We might just end up doing the quests that we can in Winter Spring and then grinding Timbermore Reap. We do need neutral. Well, we don't need it, but you know, there's 2 more quests. Be like 12,000 experience. But it's also something to do. And level 58, you don't have a lot to do. Sadly. You're always looking for things. Especially on a character where we've had to really like scrape the bottom of the barrel to be able to do things in the past. So I think Winter Spring, do what we can, and then just see how the day progresses. It would be awesome if we could get this quest done, Fall into Corruption. Because then we get all the way up to the High Chief Winterfall quest pretty easily. Good deal of experience, you know, 20k from questing and probably another 20k from killing by the time we're done. Maybe not that much, but at least 10. But it is one of those quests that is kind of difficult at times. For various reasons. But I think my overall goal that I'd like to achieve today is like at least 100,000 experience. We'll see though. The thing is, how hard is this escort going to be? Like, that's probably gonna be the hardest part of the day if we do actually try that. If we can do it though, it will allow us to get a great deal more experience. But fighting level 59 mobs. Alright, that guy's going up there. Right when we were about to start going that way. I guess we gotta go the other way first though, so we might run into him on the roads. That's always a danger in Winterspring. It's a pretty chill zone, but there is that blue dragon. Probably not gonna do luck be with you.
Interesting.
Like, unless we can manage to score them in very easy to get places, it's really worth it. Sometimes I pick it up and just hope that, you know, we can get super easy ones. There is also a reason to go back to Azara. But to hand this questing, I would have to go back to the Eastern Plaguelands. Up here. So I'm not 100% sure on that one yet. But I do currently have the pick in my bag from that quest, so yeah, it could be a thing that we do. He is a bit messy. Doing what it wants. It is what it is. Gives us some character. Something. I did finally have a shave last night though. At like 11 PM. Beard.
What can I do for you? Off with you.
Can I do for you? Off with you. I don't actually care. We can get these pristine Yeti horns as well. That will give us something even more to go for. I guess maybe we can start with the Winterfell activity. Ursa Shaman. Dragon by town. Here. Yep. We did see him on the way. I'll go up this mountain. The last thing we want to do is run into a blue dragon when we're level 58 out of 59 for our current leveling stint. It would be not so great. But I mean, I don't want to run into it on any character, so it's not just this one. Alright, let's get back here and see if we can kill some furbolgs. Then probably some yetis. Definitely someone else here killing. There ain't no mobs. Can't remember if the shaman actually spawned on this cliff or just down in the camp. Right now it looks like whoever's here killing is really killing. There's those two mobs, but if we can't really kill much, there's not much point in killing at all, you know. Now, we learnt last time, even though we specced into insect form, it's probably not going to be an ability that we use that much because it drops moonkin form. But it might be a good ability to have if we're ever not in moonkin form. So we'll just keep it in the arsenal. Sometimes we come out of moonkin and heal or whatever, you know. Then it will be a good 2 extra 200 damage and reduce their chance to hit. Alright, I want to see a giant critical attack. This fella. No. Not yet. We will see a Starfire crit at some point. I'm looking forward to it because it's gonna be huge. Like, hopefully at least 1200. Because it's already hidden for 600. Boomkin is the only spec in the game that gets 100% extra crit damage. The Tauren Hunter over there. Probably doing the same thing I'm doing. Sadly. Because that means there's not going to be any mobs. So a druid. Now we know the blue dragon was flying up over that way. Killed everything. Ooh. At least we got one horn, like, immediately. Go up and check these. If I can get up this cliff. Okay, so the guy who's killing them is level 60. It's always annoying. Like, they gotta do it. It is a problem with being higher level in this game. You will run into level 60s in your quest area. Nearly a 500 crit on Moonfire, that's pretty sick. Okay. Well, I guess if top half of Winter Spring is currently being used, we will head to the bottom. I don't know where Mr. Blue Dragon is. Pretty sure he flies back up in there, but he might be flying down towards the road. Not 100% sure of his actual pathing, but I think he goes through here. Be surprised if he's pretty close to coming through the road on. Considering where we saw him. It's not him. Close. Not quite. This is my favorite road in World of Warcraft, so. We're generally safe here. Do we go for the escort? No, I think we go for the quest first, because I think that does lead us into here, perhaps. Gotta watch out for Broomerin over here as well. We're definitely in the... Nice, there we go, a 1200. It is what we were hoping for. We're definitely in the, like, dangerous parts of winter spring now. $1,200 damage is what I was hoping would be happening. I think Moon Touch, distant arcane. It might make the quest a little bit tricky. Like the escort quest. It might be a little bit tricky. This box that I gotta touch. I always forget. So many. It's over there. But I mean, if we can take these mobs, we should be able to do the escort. It just might be a bit hard. Because we're a caster that can only kill 2 mobs and then view. If we were a feral, easy, but that'd be boring. Our Moonfire crit. Starfire did not. Wrecked Wagon is just down the way. No Broomerin, please. I mean, we can just put him to sleep, but... It'd be fine. Yeah, the amulet drops in here. So. Good quest to get on the escort, but I don't know how easy the escort will be. Probably not that easy. Because once again, some of them are level 59. But we can try. I'm going to pop the arcane elixir. We're going all in for this one. Ren Shalar, can you please help? Like, can't just be walking and not helping. Well, I got the amulet. If she's not going to be helping, I'm just going to have to make her take aggro. Yeah, we did get the amulet first try, so that's pretty cool. One mob, done. Where do I gotta take that? I need the supplies, which I forgot to pick up over there. So we're just gonna let her aggro everything, because then she will actually be helpful. Otherwise, she does nothing. It might be... I don't know if mobs spawn during this quest, I can't remember. But if they do, it's gonna be a bit rough. If mobs spawn, I'm literally running. Like, the quest is undoable. At least on this character. But if they don't, it's gonna be good experience. He wants me to light. She starts channeling and then she's like, light this. You will wait. I will light it when I'm good and ready. But yeah, we have to escort her all the way around here. Like, we gotta go in all the caves and then up here.
Hello.
Not the easiest escort quest. Mainly because of the level though. And, you know, these guys enrage, these guys heal in Moonfire. These guys are just angry. Makes sense. Nice. Love that. Hey, our damage is good. Like, Boomkin damage has always been amazing. So damage-wise, we don't really need to worry. It's just everything else. The mana, mainly. As long as we have the mana, we all good. We will continue to make Rain Shalar wait. Don't think you can fail the escort while she's doing this. It would be kind of funny though. Like you took too long. We're gonna go back get the supplies that I completely forgot to get. But that's okay. I don't think they are needed here. I think we take them back here, if I remember correctly. And then hopefully when we're on the way back to Everlook, we can get the other Yeti part. Fight this one in here. The range Shalar will help me. Doesn't. Once again, ignorant. Extremely ignorant.
Enough already.
Yeah.
Have you nothing better to do? Be gone. Elun Adore, I am listening. Ishnu Dal Dieb. What brings you here?
Kind of funny how I hadn't even clicked on her and she started by being annoyed.
Ishnu Allah. Hello. Enough already. Have you nothing better to do? Be gone. Ishnu Dal Dieb.
Like, why did her voice lines start with the annoyed ones? The hell?
Hello.
Hoping that Berserk Owl beast. I hope it grows. It should. Partial resist. Did get a Moonfire crit. Elegant writing tool. Just a fever. Yes, it's elegant. There is a rich thorium in here. If we were able to mine it. We're not. Pretty sure these guys have fresh here. But yes, we do. See why I used to farm these mobs though for money? Like, you know, mysterious unhatched egg, elegant writing tool, just iron feathers day. Get a lot of greys as well, like these. And upkeep on roasted quail. Because I was playing a hunter. This is why back in the day when Vanilla WoW was like the game. The only game. I used to just farm these mobs. Not specifically these ones, I was usually up here doing these ones, but sometimes these ones if someone else was up there. Just depended on the situation. I like how we're generally over 200 DPS now with, you know, our biggest Starfire and pretty cool. If we get crits, then crazy. We got 2 mobs. Hopefully that one died quickly. We can innovate if needed, but generally hoping we don't. He should be fine to tank that for a little bit. Let her get down to like... anything further, she might risk getting thrashed. A lot.
What brings you here?
This part of the escort quest is pretty relaxing. It's just that entrance part. It's like, ooh, that's a lot of mobs. This should be the final mob we have to fight. I don't think we have to fight anything else. Unless we get unlucky. Fires of Elune. She didn't even tell me what to do. She already knows. Like, well, you already know what to do, so I know that you know what to do. We won't even talk. Thought that might have been a Black Lotus. I think the first Black Lotus I ever found was up here. Hardcore first come out. Pretty happy with it. After never seeing one in all of my time playing like vanilla and classic. Things get farmed way too hard. We must activate the altar. Okay. Activating. Bloom be praised. We have disturbed the altar of the goddess. A new Fora Cirador. I don't know what that means, it just sounds cool. Such lore. This is one of those quests where you get a big lore dump and then it kind of just ceases. And then you never hear about Elune for like 10 years. Like, there's a lot of words if I wanted to read, but I've already read it many a time. Struggling. Yeah, wow.
Ishnu Allah.
Inshallah. Stay here and reflect. Okay. Where am I meant to go? Back to Darnassus. I think we'll kill this mob on the way out. You know, little crow blade action. But we're probably going down there. Down the cliff. Well, it wasn't a crow blade. Hit form just in case. Didn't even take any. There wasn't even any danger of taking damage, but I was scared. It's something that hardcore does. Whenever you look at a cliff, if it's a hardcore cliff, you're like, why did that cliff suddenly get like 50 times bigger? Doesn't make sense. There's Broomerin. Knew he'd be around here somewhere. I think he'd be killable on the Druid pretty easily because of sleep. Just never moonfire, always sleep. You can cleanse the poison. We don't have any reason to because we're not Horde. Do not have a quest for him. Right. Check out intersection before we go. Don't want to run into a blue dragon. Basically like what happened on Sunday. I was driving. I was doing a Sunday drive, you know. And there was a big ass truck coming out of the intersection. Like, well, glad we saw that big ass truck. Dragon is pretty much a truck. Is there any one? If I can grab it without the issue. Wondering because some of these mobs are dead, but not the big one. Hopefully it just drops it immediately because to get this quest done. That's can do the flying around now before we go done. Yes, that'd be great. Damage. Yeah, say we get the pristine Yeti horn and then we go and scare all the people. Teleport Moonglade back up. Actually save us a lot of time. Still people talking about playing Path of Exile 2. It's still $50. I feel like, you know, Grinding Gear Games made so much money just selling PoE 2, they're never gonna change it back to free now. So I don't think I'll play it. Because I could either play PoE 1, which is a superior game, for free, or PoE 2 that hardly works properly most of the time because it's still early access, for $50. It's an easy choice. I already don't like spending money on video games. Nice. Job done. I kind of was considering buying Guild Wars Reforged this week though. Kind of have a little bit of like desire to play some Guild Wars. I don't really know if I want to play Guild Wars 2 though. Feel like I'd rather go explore a new game. Because I never really played much Guild Wars. Like the first game. So it would be cool to like explore the pre-searing world and stuff like that. I'd probably put at least 1,000, maybe 2,000 hours in Guild Wars 2. Many years ago. I think the last time I played that was probably 2020.
Yeah, what do you want? If you ever need anything, Harry's back. Glad I can help.
Rah. I know a lot of people get scared about doing this quest because they're worried that the guards might attack them. I have never seen that happen. If it ever happens, then I'll be worried about it. But until then, I'll continue to do the quest. Because I think it's just an irrational fear that people. Say by the time we run around, scare these guys, hand in the quest, we should be at like 50k experience. So the start of today has gone well. It's probably gonna slow down a bit though. Like I said, we might get to the point where we're just grinding timber more, right? Because otherwise there's not that much that we really can do.
Hi. Safe travels. See you soon.
Nice 6,400. Pretty sick. Like, I'd like to get Windfall activity done, but there is that level 60 Warlock there, so we'll do it if we can. I'd also like to get Fall into Corruption done, because that's going to be an easy, like, 20k experience. The first part's not that easy, though. Like, if someone else is there killing, easy. Elsewise, so. Shall go and fly down to Tanaris. Still don't know if I will really do that. Wonder if there's any, like, reward for these quests. Fragments of the past. Look.
What brings you here? Del Nadris.
Classic WoW wasn't even the first quest to pop up. Okay, so the quest after the one that we're on is bring an enchanted thorium bar. Well, that's already like something that I can't do. We can actually get enchanted thorium bars. No, we can't actually. It needs enchanting, doesn't it? Well, impossible. For some reason I thought it was like alchemy. Different thing. Pretty sure. A respawn? There's not actually any rewards from this quest though. Because then it just leads into a new quest. Maybe that will have reward. Yes. Are they good? Not really. I mean, the plate hands are pretty good. 12 strength, 13 stam. Shoulders aren't bad. 15 intellect. Leather shoulders, but... yeah, we can't do it anyway, because enchanted thorium bar. They're pretty much a direct upgrade from these shoulders. They got a little bit of extra spirit, same stam, and Xenon. That is one problem that you have a lot with the hardcore medley. By not having enchanting, which would have been a useless profession, it would have been just like, why do I even have this? Just to disenchant greens. Can't enchant my own gear unless I get really lucky. You know, like find an item on a character that has enchanting before we send it to another character to wear. Enchanting would be good post 60. For BOEs. Any quest items, not useful. But it's similar to Mithril Spurs, right? I don't really have Mithril Spurs on a lot of gear, even though we have the recipe, because we can only put it on our warrior. And we're not always playing our warrior right before we play a character. So it's pretty much enchanting. Engineering obviously would have been quite useful, but once again, didn't have it. Because there are some things that we would have liked to have engineering for, but we did manage to get like our nifty stopwatch done without it because of luck. Actually figuring out that the gyros sell from engineering supplies was crazy. I didn't even know it was a thing until this challenge. There was another thing. Bronze tube, right? Yeah. That one always, I knew that sold. I am always looking at engineering supplies when I start a new character to see if there's bronze tube. But the gyro, whatchamacallit, definitely a new discovery for this challenge, which was over a year ago. Not really a new discovery anymore. But a discovery nonetheless. I think I'm gonna finish up Friend, right? So we've got Grocket Rugen and we'll have Friend video footage soon. I haven't edited any of it because I kinda am waiting to get it all done. Then we'll do Lena and then we'll edit 4 videos. So there may not be a video for the next 2 to 3 weeks. It's already been 3 weeks, I think. But it's just, I don't really want to be editing WoW videos after playing WoW when I'm already, like, kinda on my last legs of WoW. Like, I'm doing enough. Once Lena hopefully hits 60, we can conclude the leveling phase of the Medley. It's not gonna be the overall end, but it might be like 10 years until the overall end happens. It'll be like one of those TV shows that just goes away for a few years and then comes back suddenly. It's like, oh yeah, there's more content. Like anyone who watched Attack on Titan when it was like releasing. And then it was like 2 years until we got the ending. You know? I just felt cold, so I had to yawn. Did we find any of the distress beacons on this character? We must have, yeah. I mean, it looks like I did that one, maybe. Unless it's just too low level and doesn't show up. We did find this one. Just didn't do it because I think we found that one after we had done it on the priest, and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna risk it on the boomkin. Because the boomkin does like less damage. Not necessarily. But it does less damage to free mobs than the priest. I always felt pretty confident fighting free mobs on priest. Even in Ashen Vale. I did like that quest to kill the snake lady on the island. One over here. Whatever her name, Bruzel or whatever. Like, I felt pretty confident with priest so early. When it come to doing anything I wanted. Druid has not given me that confidence. lord. Anyone log in? Not yet. No one's stolen Guildmaster yet. Because my character has not been on for 3 months. There's Guildmaster. Rawr. Right, now we're gonna go to Anguro for the final one.
Hello. Keep your feet on the ground.
I mean, I could just log into my character and, you know, save this from being a button, but I really don't care. It's just friend guild anyway. I am most of the characters in the guild. There are 9 of them, including Garland. He's still in here. In the graveyard. 10 months ago was Garland's death. That's crazy. It doesn't feel like 10 months since we lost Garland. It's so long. Holy. I didn't expect that. I know we've been doing the hardcore medley since basically January 2025. So it has been about 1.5 years. I saw you, Devil Sword. Can't be invisible. But to think it's been 10 months since I lost Garland. It means we haven't played that much in 10 months. To be fair, I did take a break for a month. Played Warhammer Online instead, right? Really doesn't feel like it.
Talk to me. Glad I could help.
This guy.
What's up?
Alright, now we will teleport Moonglade. Fly over to Taldrassil. Make our way back to Winterspring, probably. Maybe go Foulwood and see if we can get the other quest done. I don't know how. I don't think we can take 5 mobs at the same time. Perhaps if we get really lucky and we can just send one immediately. You know, get 5 crits back to back, then we can just leash them and do that constantly. But I don't think that's going to be a very efficient way of doing the quest. But it would be so worth it for experience. Because then we'd definitely be approaching 80-ish thousand XP. And that makes our experience needed so much less. Like 160k right now is so intimidating. 120k, a little less so. But I do believe we are going to be ending this league for friend anyway, with Timbermore Reap. I don't know if we will do enough to get to neutral. It's going to take a while, but Probably gonna have to happen. Because there isn't too much else. Like, we could go back to EPL and do... Like, this wouldn't be too bad, but I think it would be more difficult than any other character because we go in that cave we can't root. The Defenders of Darrowshire isn't too bad. Do have one more cauldron. But it is a quite difficult one. Maybe we could try it, but it is a quite difficult one. All along the watchtowers isn't too bad. I feel like we could do that. But other than that, there's like nothing. That's pretty much all of our quests that we can really do. So.
Hello. Farewell. Dear Madres.
Oh, that's a good necklace for us. Born Flinger. I will use that. It's a good intellect necklace.
Goodbye.
How much experience do we get for it too? 6,000. Nice. Bonus XP. Always nice when you do a quest and then you get another quest that you didn't even know was a quest. Like, I've done this before, yeah, but it's been many years now. When was Franca? Like 3 years ago? That was the last time we hit 60 on Alliance. Been a while. Like, Ugro's been over 2 years. I think nearly 2.5 years. Just a few months shy, I believe. We did start Ugro pretty quick after Franca, but it still took us a bit to level.
Speak quickly, young one. I have urgent matters to attend.
Thanks, mate. We lose a little bit of stam, but we gain so much int. Like 200 intellect. Not 200, but 200 mana. Yeah, 195. Pretty good. Gonna be helpful.
Greetings. Be careful.
Plus, we've had that necklace on since Decimus, so it's been quite some time.
Farewell.
Being in Taldrassil makes me want to level a new Night Owl. Every time I come here, I'm like, man, I could level 1 to 10 again. That'd be so fun. Also, someone did like a tier of how difficult each zone was on hardcore for them, and they put Taldrassil in easy. Starbreeze Village, first of all. It's okay sometimes, like there's no mobs here, but it's not easy. This fucking cave, though? And in this cave? Like, easy. Yeah, if you're not doing the quiz, I guess. Like, Melanus will rip you apart. And then the Barrow Dens will absolutely cook you. Seeing that put in easy just made me mad. That's untrue at all. I think Elwyn Forest was way easier as a starter zone. Dunmoreau's kind of challenging because you got the Trog Cave and the Troll Caves. Elwyn Forest has Kobold Caves, which can be somewhat frightening depending on how many people are in there. But I don't think they're as bad as the Dunmoreau and the Taldristle. But I guess it's personal, isn't it? Oh. Oh. Don't mind me. Just a yawny, stretchy boy. Tommy's back to streaming today, the guy that runs the Warhammer Guild. Hopefully he plays some of that later. It's been a bit boring Warhammer the last few weeks though, because there hasn't really been order. I saw last night that the Empire, like our rival guild, let's call them, because they are same time slot, were actually playing last night. So I jumped on to like see if it was worth fighting them. There was a group, but they didn't need any healers, so I was like, well. But I think last night was the first time I've seen Destruction outnumbered for a few weeks. But we haven't really been playing. We played like once last week, so Destro's just been doing their own thing. Apparently destroying order because they haven't been logging in. But the game is very, you know, boring when there's no opposition. For me. I don't really like playing the game when there's no one to fight. Running around doing PvE is not exciting. I actually wonder how Guild Wars 2 is these days, because there's like 3 or 4 more expansions than there were when I was playing last. I feel like eventually there's too much content in the game and, you know, people aren't doing the older stuff. So I've got to wonder how it is now, honestly. A lot of MMOs that have that though, but Guild Wars 2 progression, because it's not same as WoW's, you know, you get to level 80, you make your good gear, and then you're basically best in slot for the rest of the game. The gear is not the overall progression of the game. Brom's blood. Take that. Don't mind if I do take a little Grom's blood on the flight path. There'll be a hunter running on the epic mount towards that Grom's blood right now, and it's gone. Yeah, hopefully he missed Warhammer enough over the last week. He hasn't been home for a few days too. That he wants to play some this week, because I still need to hit level 78 Renown. It's been just like not really fun, so I haven't played. One of those games, if you find a group of people you enjoy playing with and you're having fun with them, you don't really want to play any other time. It's MMOs though, isn't it? A lot of people find their crew and then that's the only people they play with. Alright, we are going to go and see if this is doable. I don't believe it is, but it would be so good for experience if we could do it. If we could figure out a way to make it doable. Journeyman backpack. A 14 slot bag. We don't need any for Lena anymore, so his friend can keep it. Like I even sent Lena one and we didn't even need it. There you go, friend. Have a bigger bag. Job. You earned it. Yes. What's here? Oh. Probably the arcane elixir, actually, yeah. We'll put the rune cloth there. Just as a little... There's something here now. As soon as you see that Nature's Grace pop up, it's like, yep, get a crit. Do a heal here. Also, I finished all of the paths, like the ending paths on Cyberpunk now, so I haven't seen all the endings, but I've seen like how you get to the ending. There are a few that I just haven't bothered to do, but man, there was a really dark one and it reminded me so much of like Purgatory. But it makes sense because you literally sell your soul to the corporations by doing it. What the billionaires want us in real life to do. Resist. Always resist. But it was kind of like, damn, this ending is dark when you really think about it. Holy. But I have started another playthrough because I've pretty much finished that one. I'm doing a Corpo Zero Cyberware playthrough on very hard, so it's going to be extremely difficult. Probably just going to be a character that I never actually complete. We just get it we're happy. That's basically it. I don't think I'll ever finish the game on that character, but I wanted to play a female V just to see how things differ. So I am. Like I said, this quest is going to be extremely difficult. I feel like our only real chance of doing the quest might be to just give them a run around. You know, we pull them and then we just make them run around for a bit. Like, if we could possibly kill one and then just get them down like that. Might be the best play, but I don't know, man. Be hard. We've got to click on that. Like, I think we could possibly nuke and run, you know. I'ma try it. Just gonna moonfire the shit out of this guy. And we're gonna run away. And then we're gonna do it again. This is the only strategy I can think of that will actually work. I feel like this way we just gotta kill the Den Watcher, the Avenger, and then we can do the Shaman and the Winterfall Runner together. It's a strat. I feel a sneeze coming on. We don't want to be sneezing while we're doing this, but we might. Oh, there's a hunter. Does he see my straight? He could have actually gone and done the quest. While I'm doing this. But maybe now that he's here, we can help each other. So he's kind of in a battle right now, which isn't great. All the mobs are respawning, which also isn't great, but yeah, deal with that. Get rid of this guy. And we just got 2 more, which we can do either. Sometimes you gotta employ stupidity. It's good that we're pretty much done with the kiting now, though, because, you know, all the mobs are respawning. They do be respawning quite quickly. Probably just because there's all over here. There usually is people farming. Done right there would have been incredible. Did get one. This. Help the guy. We gotta get out of here before mobs respawn, mate. Come click on this shit. Mystery goo. Well, the hunter didn't really help us too much. You know, if the hunter was there from the start, we probably could have just killed all the mobs at the same time. But we had to do our strat. We did get it done, though. So that's going to give us an extra like 20k experience because of that one quest completion, which is huge. Go see Donovan. Then we're going to come back. Achilles. Not actually his name. Achilles. Kyle's. Kyle. Makes for a route with timber more doing that anyway. Works out in the end, doesn't it? I am glad the hunter was there though, because the mobs were respawning, so he allowed me a few extra moments of freedom when it come to kiting. Without him being there, I probably would have had to kill an extra mob. Be an extra 2 mobs. That would have really put us against the time. I never noticed, like, there's eyes there. Teeth. Like an orc. Going on a warg. Day is going quite well so far. Hopefully it continues to. Like an hour and a half. Nearly 70k experience. Pretty good. It will probably slow down at some point. Oh, there is a Black Lotus.
Welcome. Watch your back. Keep your feet on the ground.
Do I need Black Lotus? Not really. Do I want to pick it? Yeah. Of course. Can I pick it? Hopefully. We might need it. If we ever found like a... As much as I do not like Petri Potion, if I found the recipe during the hardcore medley for a petrification potion, I would want to make one. I don't know if I can actually make one though without having cooler means. So it's kind of like useless. You need the flask bean, right? Alabaster shield. Very boring shield, but I mean, shields aren't made to be not boring. They're just made for protection. Like, you can color them in all you want, but it's not going to protect you any more than shield that's just made out of raw iron. Don't get the toxic horrors done. Quite been 5 minutes yet. Gonna have to run. Good nifty stopwatch, but we might need it. You never know. It's one of those items that I've like used only a few times during the hardcore medley, because it's one of those items that's like could be saved for emergency. It's the same thing I do with Innovate. Like, we've got a 6-minute cooldown. We can use it 10 times an hour, but I probably use it 1 or 2 times a day because it might be needed. I wonder how many people are using this this thing these days. Quite a bit. That's why I don't understand why people whisper people, because like, you've got this. Like, there's so many people looking for content. Okay, not so many, but you know, a good amount. Harder. Guy's looking for a tank, this guy's looking for a healer. Lucky. Different dungeon, but still kind of funny to see. We'll do the toxic horrors. And then I guess we'll kill the one Winterfall runner. I don't think we'll really have the staying power to kill all. No Ohm. Ohm the Wise isn't out here, which means someone nuked their Cenarian hold rate. Cenarian circle, I don't know. I think it reduces rate. Not 100%, so. There's a rear and it is tied to a faction, so I assume it's also tied to their rear, but it does sound pretty stupid. They have a rear mob tied to a faction. Nice. And hit me for 69. Thankfully it wasn't 67. Could be though. They do have the capability of hitting me for that much, it seems. It's one thing I worry about, you know, with school. Going back to school when I'm old. There's probably going to be much younger people there, like early 20s. Maybe even late teens. Get out of high school and they go do a trade or whatever. It's basically at the same place as where I'm going. You know, I might be called Unk, that stuff. And can be like, what? It'll be interesting. Well, we just did like 500,000 there. Not really, but it said we did. Might have people going around like this everywhere. Gross. I think because I'm going to be going into nursing, obviously, it's a female-dominated field. Probably going to be a lot of ladies in the class. So I probably don't have to deal with the younger dudes, but... most of them go into trades or engineering, stuff like that. I don't know, maybe it will be a bit different. There's Plague Bloom, right? I would like it. I would like myself some Plague Bloom. I'm gonna kill an extra. Don't need to, but I want to. They Plague Bloom. Like generally when, you know, when I was in high school, the girls in my class were way more mature, or at least acted like they were, than the guys, generally. So it's kind of something that I guess I should expect again. But we'll see. I was more mature than the other guys. They would tell fart jokes and laugh, and I'd just be like, really guys, Ian, the fart joke. Come on, man. Get some new material. Fart jokes were funny like 10 years ago. We're not 5 years old anymore. There are still people who find fart jokes funny when they're like 40 or 50 though, so. Is what it is. Not personally. It's not my humor. You have to be really funny to make me laugh, though. That's the problem. Like, I'm someone who likes funny stuff, but not like dumb funny stuff. Jedi Master had reached level 60. He had no E in his name though, so he's only Master R. Jedi Master R. It's like the type R mast on a ship of Jedi, I guess. I do like really bad dad jokes though. Like those are always fun. Sometimes they're not always funny, but still gotta be like, that's stupid. But it's like more of a laugh than, you know, someone telling a fart joke. I wonder what Timbermore woodbenders do. Like, do they bend the wood, or is it like, you know, the earthbender and the windbender, you know, whatever that anime is? I don't know, I've never watched it. The Last Airbender. Never watched it. I wonder if the woodbender doesn't need to interact with the wood other than using his hands and his mind to bend the wood. Hopefully I can see the Windfall Runners on my way down here. Otherwise we might just need to AFK and wait for them like we did last time. Because what I usually do is I run to Donovan. If I see them, great. Not, we continue to run down the path. Till we make it to the fork in the road. And then we come back. And if I make it all the way back to the cave, I AFK.
Aye. Off with
Aye.
ya. Be good. Off with ya. Be good.
Alright, find and kill the Wonderful Runts. Guess we won't be doing that just yet. Like the grinding of the... We can hide that, because we are going to go back to the Plague Lands, I think. There should be a few quests here we can do. Hopefully only some minor trouble. Like, it would be nice to get mission accomplished done and all that. This will have us over 80k experience, and we still haven't handed in RWD yet, which is 7k. That's fucking massive. Wonderful activity I'd love to do. But it depends on people. the runners. I don't know if this goes off. Okay, well, Bart will slow us down, but see ya. That was good. We found them pretty quick. Barkskin does make Wrath feel like it takes forever, honestly. It's a increases it to 2.5 second cast. Like, it's good to not take so much damage, but definitely a better feral ability than a boomkin ability, in my opinion. But it's a pretty good live ability in general. I'll take the quest for High Chief Winterfall just in case we do end up doing this and someone comes across us and they're like, hey, you want to kill High Chief? We can try if you're carrying. Like, you know, it's one of those quests that's like, sure, if you do most of the work. So we'll be 90k experience after we hit the now we did, and that's pretty good. Out Donovan, they're ambushing. Not very good at it.
Great to meet you. Off with you.
These items aren't very good for anyone that isn't a hunter,
Keep
though.
your feet on the ground.
Like, if this was cloth, then it would be a good priest item. Got 22 spirit. This, whatever, because it's got no int. This is really good, though. Hunter item. Before I played Enhancement Shaman, I thought it might have been a good Enhancement Shaman item, but agility doesn't actually give them any attack power, it just gives them crit. Now, crit is nice, but its attack power is just so much damage. I thought it would have been at least 1 agility per attack power, but no, it's 0. Because Rogue gains attack power from strength and agility. So I just assumed so did Shaman. Starting with Lever and begin Mail. I think Druid, like Feral Druid, might gain 1 from strength and agility. Makes sense as well. Yeah, I just always assumed that Shaman would. Is not the case. Guys, hope you're not angry with me. I'm gonna go check the chest down here. I'm glad we managed to get that quest chain done though, because that is good experience. I'm really looking forward to hopefully getting to 58 on the road, because then we will do all of these quests like High Chief Winterfall and the Escort and Fellwood and Death Clasp eventually. The goal with the rogue is to get it to 58 and then do all of the hard quests that we haven't really bothered with on these other characters. I think it would be real fun. Really good, like, video content. It'll be basically like Ugro's final video, in a way. Doing all the hard content till something kills us, but hopefully on the rogue nothing kills us. Imagine we do all the same content that we did on Ugro, and then we go to do Death Class and we die. That would not be great. But we're gonna have the potion of cleansing, whatever that's called, on the rogue this time. I'm gonna do the Alderman reagent run and then the Drake fight. That is our current plan. Put that in Fran's video at the end. Meanwhile, in the Badlands. So the rogue from 53 to probably like 56. Probably just gonna be flying, and then we'll worry about taking care of a few things before 58. And then we will do all of the fun shit at 58. Until about 60. Hopefully. Sadly, we still haven't found a Kroll Blade. So it's not going to be as fun as it could be. But you never know. We still have 1 level on this, and then we got 5 levels until 58 on our rogue. Kroll Blade is still possible.
Welcome, friend. Keep it real.
Nice. 0.7k experience. We're at 90k. Pretty good. I'm probably gonna sell the Yeti, because I feel like it's something that would get me in more trouble than what I get out of it on hardcore. Damu. Leaner 11 more gold.
Aha! Potential customer.
Busty Steepman. Name, you're no male. And you named yourself Busty Steepman. Like, you don't need to name yourself after your frickin' porn habits. You could just have a regular name. You don't need to be like advertising to the world, I'm a gooner. That's the problem with society these days. Everyone's just outwardly frickin' showing people who they are. Yeah, it looks like things are still being killed over here, so I guess we're gonna go to the Plague Lanes. Which means I could go and grab this. Because if we're over there anyway, maybe going and handing in that gonna be so bad.
I am honored.
Let's make our way down to Ajara. I did try this quest when I was in Silithus, but man, after killing like 2 of them that spawned into bugs, I was just like, yeah, I don't think the boomkin is a very good speak for this quest. Yeah, it was just like, nah, probably not. Bow more. I also feel like if I could hibernate the Drake in Burning Steps, that Dragonkin Menace quest wouldn't be too bad. Don't know if I can. I'm not really willing to try, but... it wouldn't be too bad if I could. I remember flying over here once and seeing the satyr out there for some reason. I'm like, why is he here? Why is he up here? Just chilling by himself? No one fighting? I think we gotta go inside for this, which shouldn't be too bad. Part of me would love to do this. Probably not so much on the Druid, especially the Stormers and Rumblers, because, you know, the Rumblers are immune to nature. Maybe even the Dust Storm are immune. But it's also just so far. When you're not doing MC attunement, you don't really care. Like, there's no point having MC rep and quest done when you're not gonna do it. Okay, I did forget to hand in my fevers when we were up. We're running into winter spring, so maybe before I go to the other place, I'll go back to Fairwood and hand that in real quick. It's only like a 30-second walk up there. We've probably got a few more hours, at least. Maybe just one and a bit. We should be over 100k experience, so going into tomorrow. The further we can get, the better. But at least we have the knowledge that we will be over 100k. So, just 100k left. You be too scared? Me find you. Avalanchian be shouting. Isn't Avalanchian over here? Like, why can I hear him over here? That's crazy. Got a loud mouth. He's like a streamer. Them streamers and their loud mouths. We do. I think this writing is in the building. I'm not 100% sure though. It might be outside. But I guess we'll find out. It's not a building with giants in it, thankfully, I don't think. They're more over here. Temple of Acheron. Thankfully these mobs are low enough level though that we can... Someone might have something to say about it, but... Right. Warlord Krellian. Level 55. Wonder if he serves any purpose or he's just another Ajara mob that has a name and he's not really for it. Because there was that really small one on the beach that we saw. It was interesting. Looked him up and it was like, yeah, he doesn't have a purpose. See. Warlord Krellian has a purpose. Or a mage quest. Polymorph pig. Well, at least he has a purpose. Good. You hate seeing mobs that have names and they're just, you know, nothing. Want all the named mobs to have a purpose. Some of them just... like it might be up. No siren on the way. We'll hide our ass. Think it's up. Might be. The map isn't very helpful. Check over here first. No, it's got to be down there then. Black pearl. Ah, here it is. It's a book. I didn't even need the pick. Why got the pick then? We just have it for no reason now. Okay. Alright, like I said, I will go back to Bellwood and hand in 5 feathers. 50 extra rep, might as well. And then we'll head towards the Plague Lands. Yes, now that we've got this done, we can hand that in, go back up to Eastern for whatever reason. scary trick just to hand in a quest, but no. Something to do. Ah. I don't even know why I'm tired. I kind of do. I went to bed probably like 1:30 in the morning. Then had an alright sleep until I woke up probably like 7. And then I needed more sleep obviously before the stream, so I went back to sleep, but not quickly. That probably cost me the half hour that I'd need to be a functioning person today. One thing I'm not looking forward to is when I am back at school is having to go to bed early and, you know, having a actual schedule, because I haven't really had a schedule for the last 15 years of my life. Working for yourself and just doing whatever on a certain day is like, what's a schedule? Like, you know, photography, graphic design, it's all been personal stuff. Like, I'll wake up when I wake up and I'll get my day started when I get my day started. Usually, when I was in Australia for a bit at least, I would wake up at like 5 in the morning, so that was kind of a schedule. Like, my body clock was waking me up at 5 in the morning every day. I didn't even need an alarm. But I didn't have to. I was also going to bed quite a bit earlier. I think that was it after? It would have been during COVID, I guess. Yeah. Not like at the peak, but around the time when it started. My schedule was 5 in the morning, wake up, go to bed before like 10 PM. That was probably the only schedule I've had in like the last 50. And then COVID happened and it ruined all of the scheduling, and now I'm just like, I'll wake up when I wake up. Good to go when I'm good to go. Work when I work. COVID really did ruin us. If it ever happens again, if there's ever another one, which was pretty close recently, I'm a little bit more ready this time. So that's good. One thing COVID taught me is that the rest of humanity is quite capable of being crazy. You know, buying everything that they don't need, panic buying, just going absolutely crazy. And they don't wash their hands. So don't touch anything. It's actually insane that people had to be told to wash their hands. Like, that should just be a natural thing that you do. I probably wash my hands like at least 20 times a day. After the toilet, obviously. If I eat something, I'm probably gonna wash my hands. If I like make food, I'm washing my hands. It's just like a natural thing. Sometimes I stop using my computer and I wash my hands, because everyone knows that a gamer's keyboard is probably one of the foulest things ever. Mine's not that bad, but you know. There's definitely dead skin that hangs around on mice and keyboard. So sometimes before you use the toilet, you should wash your hands beforehand. If you've been playing your video game for 12 hours. Good advice, I think. But all that was learnt because of COVID. Like, that's just something that's been natural for me throughout life. Kinda hoping for another Grom's Blood, actually. Plague Bloom, but it's still worth. We need that. Still uncontested Plague Bloom. I will take it any day. The whole Mongoose Elixir.
Feel free to browse.
Browsing.
Goddess watch over you.
Melanie Frost Moon. I don't think I've ever read her name, actually. I think that's the first time I've actually looked at the NPC. And read her name. Usually it's just like weaponsmith, you know? Because she's the weaponsmith. Kind of sad that that's how NPCs are in video games. But I guess it isn't any different from real life, right? Like, when I think about, say, my property manager. To me, like, I know her name. And whenever she's around or we're talking on the phone or whatever, I address her by her name. But in general, she's property manager. So I guess it's not too different, is it? Real life is basically the same as an NPC in a video game. Funny how it works. I don't think we need dream foil, so I'm not really picking it. Dream foil not that useful of a herb, honestly. Certainly not Grom's Blood, Plague Bloom, or Mountain Silversage.
Hello.
Alright, let's fly to Darkshore, and then we'll take the boat to Minifall, go up to the Plague Lands, get what we can done in the Western Plague Lands, and then see where we're at. We should be like I would say 110 to 120k experience, so by the time we're done with the farm. And if we can do all along the watchtowers, which we should be able to. I don't know if we'll bother with the Chromie quests, because we've got to go in the inn, and I don't feel that brave. Plus, a matter of time would probably be quite hard on the boom. Because the slow would make our cast like 3 seconds. It doesn't sound fun at all. So we're probably not going to bother. I'm looking right now, and it's currently 60% distro population on Warhammer Online. I'm hoping in the next few hours that order become like 60% order population. Because then it gives us a reason to go on and play. But that's kind of the reason we haven't been playing in the last week. Like, Tommy wasn't around for a few days. Real life, but I just haven't even bothered logging in because it's been like boring. I went distro so I could be the underdog. It kind of sucks. Running through the woods of Darkshore with full world buffs at level 31. Doing. Maybe he just got done with a Black Phantom Deeps or something. Or he was doing the escort in Ashen Vale, but man, full world buffs ticking while doing that. That's a bit of a run, you know? It's like three or so minutes running. I'm glad I haven't had to worry about world buffs in the hardcore medley. Been so good not having to worry about them. You know, not standing around AFK in Booty Bay for 10 minutes. Never feeling like I was relying on them. Stuff like that. Bit priesty. Ugh. Coolest thing about being a boomkin is when I rock up beside someone, if they go and speak to me, they're like, magical damage. Intellect. Is this a boomkin? I really need some better pants. Like, any pants of the eagle would be great. Intellect. Damn pants. An upgrade on either of these wouldn't be too bad, but it's mainly the pants that are letting us down. Exactly. Glad I wasn't the only one. But I mean, the paints are only, you know, very short paints. So it makes sense that they're a bit disappointing. I'm gonna buff this priest when our boat gets meaningful, hoping that he will also buff me. Because I would like a fort buff in the Plague Lanes. Even just a little one. With a bit more health is always nice. Stop now. Get one before. And a shadow predict.
Thank you.
Fear ward. I don't know if we'll be fighting anything that fears us, but I'll take it. Fast for a dwarf. That's one of my favorite things on Total War Warhammer. When you click on some of the dwarf units, it says fast, and then in brackets, for a dwarf.
Can I help you? See you around.
A funny trait. Well, the fort and the shadow protection should be helpful. I don't know about the fear ward. Maybe. We are going to the final farm. Maybe they have a fear. I can't remember. That'll be the first thing we do, and then we do it all along the watchtowers. I kind of want to play through the campaign of Warcraft 3 again. Just to, like, re-immerse with the world, you know? Plus, I do want to start playing Warcraft 3 again after watching Grubby's last tournament. I might actually try, even though Undead seems imber. I might try Undead next time I play. I've generally been like a Night Elf main throughout all of my time playing Warcraft 3. But there was something that Soda said when he was casting about how terrible, like, Ancient of War creeping is. And I agree. I want to be able to creep with my units, not my fucking tree. Plus, the problem I have with Night Elf is it's very static. If you change what you're doing, like, you can even mess hunts, or you can go beers. And there's no, like, in between. Undead seems so, like, flexible. in comparison. Because if you want to go mass hunts, you've probably got Priestess of the Moon. If you want to go beers, you've got, you know, other hero. You don't Priestess of the Moon with beers. So you can't really change on the fly. But Undead just seems like you can use any of the heroes and do well enough. You're probably not gonna Dreadlord, but I guess you could if you want to Ghoul Rush Dreadlord. Could be doable.
You need something? Go with honor, friend.
Alright, let's do this quest. I'm not gonna pick up all along the watchtowers yet because I get this done. And then we'll worry about that. But yeah, thinking about playing Warcraft 3 again, definitely. Here, the AoE 2 champion, 16-time champion or something, won Grubby's tournament, and he was playing Undead, but he's like a, you know, an RTS pro, so I don't think I'll be that good. But it would be fun to do something different when playing that next. Maybe if I get good at playing Undead, then I can play Night Elf on the side, just have some fun. I still like Night Elf. But it just feels so restricted with the meta. That's one of the issues that Warcraft 3 has. If there was like a Warcraft 4, I feel like this would be solved, because Warcraft 3's been out for nearly 30 years, right? Like it came out in 2000 or something. It's been around a while. So the meta's been solved. Everyone just does the same things every time. There's no like innovation. The game. And Blizzard doesn't really update it that much. They do update it still, which is good. But it's not like it's being updated every fucking week. Man's looking for group Araj's Scarab. That's crazy. I mean, Araj isn't that bad, but yeah. Alright. Let's see how difficult for us on character. I think the Wailing Deaf do have a fear, so that Fear Ward might actually be pretty good. But we'll see exactly how useful. These guys enrage, I remember. They're angry ghosts. Ooh. Big Starfire crit. Very nice. Love to see. We get this cauldron done, and then we get another quest after it that will give us another like 4,000 experience. So it's definitely worth. I'll just Starfire you again. Want to get out of roots? Get another Starfire. You get a Starfire, and you get a Starfire. You definitely get a Starfire. Sadly, I think our shadow protection is going to run out before we get to the cauldron. I think he does something. He does something. That's all I know. He does this or that. But these mobs generally respawn quite fast as well, so be an issue. Any of them. I think I want to go topside. Nice. Rain's bringing her all. Good to see. Apart from the resist. Resist and the insta break. Don't love that, but everything else. Is that a rare? No. How did that ray thing grow? Run. Thought there might have been a rare because looked bluer. The fuck? I think that bot saw a untagged mob and it was like, if I can yoink that. That was weird. Yeah, he looks bluer. I think because he's standing over the quest item. One of those quests in the Plague Lands the Defenders of Darrowshire quest goes on to. It's a pretty bad magic. Sadly, we've got to fight him again because... It's the Cauldron Lord. I could have just kept going the way I'm going, but I thought he spawned over here for something. Now we've got two of them. What I mean, it's a pretty bad magic. Not like... this Wraith. And probably the Cauldron Lord. We're gonna have to fight the Cauldron Lord and the other thing. Just being like, our stam's minus 60. That's crazy. Can't really wait around though, respawn. Should be okay. Famous last words. Root this guy. And 6. crazy. Run out of combat. Well, that magic damage was actually kind of crazy. Like, that guy goes hard. Now, can we grab this without aggro? No, and now we aggroed another one. I tried. It was not doable. Problem is the respawns have started. Kill this guy now. Really quickly. Get him out of the way, we can grab it. Oh, another mob. Another mob respawn. Brick. This was my issue with this farm on the hunter, because we were killing so slowly. Keep coming back real fast. But hey, it's more experience than it. Nice. Do love when the starfire stun hits. So we have to kill the Wailing Death, we have to kill a Hunger and Wraith. And then hopefully we can go in and grab it. I think the rogue on this quest should have like no issue with respawns. It's just that it takes so long because of the 30 seconds in between mobs drinking. Rid of this guy. About the 30 seconds of drinking, this would be much quicker, definitely. Another Hunger and Wraith respawn. So we're probably going to take him out too, because he is where I want to grab it from. By the time we get there, everyone will respawn. The Cauldron Lord will be like, I'm back. I don't know if you can even spawn him again when you've got the key. Like, you can't when you've done the quest. We might find out. He has respawned again, so I guess you can. That's definitely interesting. I may be able to grab it now though, like, I need to, I can root. Gonna walk faster than. Nice. Woo. That was so close, that mana boon. Eerie. Remember that? Just the respawns were crazy. Now we get the fort buff from this quest. And then go do all along the watchtowers. All along the watchtowers is actually a quest name in Cyberpunk. I noticed. Which was pretty cool. Probably also the best ending route. You get to do stuff. A lot of people die. Like I'd say more people die doing that ending route than any other, but I found it to be the best one, honestly. Either way, you generally end up in the same place. So we'll hand this in, do all along the watchtowers, and then I guess we'll go to EPL and go hand in fragments of the past, and that will probably get us to where we're gonna stop for the day. So we should be like somewhere between 70 to 80k experience away from leveling. Can definitely grind that out tomorrow. Well, maybe not tomorrow because I do have something happening tomorrow. I'm just not.
Bless you.
Greetings.
Mission
See you later.
accomplished. Take the money
Have a good one. See you
for
around.
9k experience. Very good.
I supply only the finest goods.
Get a bigger mana. Put it there.
Life bless you.
Yeah. Go do this. Not too bad. We have to kill some undead boys, but that's okay. We don't need to do the elites in towers. It should, yeah. We're already 80k, so definitely somewhere between 60 to 70. So that's good. That won't feel like too much of a drag tomorrow, honestly. That could be done within like an hour. If we get no competition on the mobs. And a hole. These guys have a heal. Just be casting at me. He's just like, I want to kill him. Let me kill him. There's a blood of heroes. You definitely don't want to be around one of those when there's a noob in the area. They click that shit. They're like drawn to it. They're like, oh, what's this? Piece of candy? They need to touch it. Cannot help it. Take 2 shadow bolts and be a good way of dealing with it. Do have a heal, I knew it. Just didn't seem to care. Hour 1 has been marked. Go around the backside. We're not going to walk through the city. That's crazy. Not that crazy in stealth, but yeah. See ya, man. I'm going for a swim. Fuck you. Daze me. I'm stuck. Nope. At least the guy gave up. Pretty rude though. Like, I think if I was able to get a matter of time done, and we could also do the wedding ring and the quest afterwards to complete the chrono whatevers, we'd be quite close to 59. But the fact that we're a balanced druid makes me not want to much end the whole stuff. I'm gonna be honest. Like 59 to 60 on this character. We don't need to worry about it for now, and possibly not for the next like 20 years, depending on when I retire. if I don't come back to WoW before then. It might take a while, 59 to 60 on this character. It might just be like a grind all the way there, but yeah, we're not going to worry about it for a while, so. Gears, right? Bonus. List. Actually decided to do the healing early this time. He has run out of mana. Imagine fighting a moon kitten and running out of mana before. Ah, worst caster ever. It would suck to be a soulless ghoul. Not only do you die and become a ghoul, but you have your soul like sucked from your body. At least a searing ghoul has a soul, you know. Like the soulless ghouls got Frostmourne, basically. I don't know if they really did. It might just be a name, but I mean, it makes sense in the lore. Gonna have to take on us. You motherfucker. And then he breaks through. I hate that when a mob has like an ability that does damage and it just like interrupts your cast. It's not even like a real ability, it just does damage and you lose your cast. It's probably the worst thing about casters. But searing ghouls are one of the most dangerous mobs in classic World of Warcraft. Unless we put them down. But even then, they're still pretty dangerous. Double crit. Not dangerous enough. We'll go this way. Gonna heal. Didn't even care. I do kind of enjoy coming into Anderhole though. Even when I'm not doing all the quests here, it's spooky place, so I enjoy it. Surprised we can entangle on this tower. Thought it would have been like, you have to be outside. 100%. Okay, now we're gonna get round to the other side of the hole. Go out and around. No point being crazy. Another Blood of Heroes. Like chilling. I saw someone made, probably not a new grief, but someone griefed with the NPCs in Wetlands. Or on the last like hardcore moments video. Man, people are gonna have to not go AFK in the Wetlands now. Like, it's crazy that people actually grief. Especially because it's bannable. Bannable, but you know, Blizzard. So you never know if it's actually gonna happen. Like there might be someone also here to do this. Watch. We absolutely rinse the Acolyte. Guy got destroyed. He's not here for the tower. I have no idea. But I am, so. He's crazy. May have a drink. Hey. Need help. Guy almost got fucking destroyed right in front of us. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing, but When he got tripped over, I was like, ooh. You know, a little bit of, is this guy gonna die? Like right here, right now? I would have felt bad. I was thinking about using entangling roots and helping him out, you know, but then I was like, oh, he seems okay. He got a big crit. It was finally my turn to watch the level 60s.
You need something? Be careful. See you later. Be careful. Have a good
Not
one.
doing that.
For the Alliance.
Can do that.
Around.
Guy.
Good day to you. See you around. See you later.
This actually does give us another quest that we can do. Skeletal fragment.
Have a good one.
Gotta kill mobs. So that's actually an extra quest that I forgot about. Brings us even closer. 59 before we have to worry about grinding. I think we also get another quest, right? To go and spend money and get more experience, so... yeah, we could be onto something here. Ooh. Yeah, mate. And we just need the drops. 80% drop rate, apparently. At least it's all flayers. The ghouls don't drop. Usually when you hear, you're like, you need some ghouls, right? But, hey, we need flayers. So, oops, all flayers isn't that bad today. We can also go up to the farm if we need to and kill dudes up there. Like where the other level 60s go. Guy's probably doing his quest to kill mobs out here. Don't know if this will pull too, but it does. We don't have the mana for it. This would definitely pull too. Sadly, the bone fragments are not skeletal fragments. And sadly, the bone fragments do not sell for anything either. So they're kind of shit. It is a fully buffed Reaped Paladin. Even got intellect. He didn't give me Blessing of Wisdom, so I ain't gonna give him no fucking marketable. Because Blessing of Wisdom is far less than a Mark of the Wild. So fighting two of those is a level 52. Like, he's fully buffed, right? But it doesn't help against Fresh. Not too many players. Here. Tools. Crash damage is pretty crazy. Especially when you got two of them. We could get to like 5 or so before. Could just go back into 8. That could work. Ugh. I'm not gonna go get this wedding ring because I don't think I'll do the quest. At least not yet. Maybe like 59 to 60. I guess because we're gonna finish this leveling stint, probably grinding mobs in Winter Spring. We'll probably take a screenshot in Winter. Good money that. Out war staff. But I guess with these quests that I completely forgot existed, we're gonna be, you know, within 50k of leveling, so even quicker. Like I said, I'm not sure when tomorrow I'll be busy. But if it's at a good time, even if I just log in and do like an hour of leveling and level up, I feel like that's going to be worth it. So we'll see what happens. Only problem is if I'm busy late in the afternoon, then you know, waste the whole day waiting and then get nothing done. But I should find out tomorrow morning. But if I have at least an hour or so to play tomorrow, then we can get 59 after these quests. I'll probably finish up what we can here. Go hand in this quest in EPL. I don't think the next one's going to be doable. It's an elite quest. So it depends. I don't remember either doing it. And then we just set up for a grind to 59 in Winter Spring probably. Furbolgs. Come blast my ass. Didn't blast my ass as fast as I thought he was going to. I pre-healed. I'm like, well, I don't want to get my ass blasted right now. For anyone who watched Tremors back in the day, a movie, bad movies, but they're funny. There was a mob called Ass Blaster. I was watching someone watch Tremors, like, probably 6 or so months ago. And I was hoping they were going to watch all of them, but they have only watched the first one. They seem to like it, but, you know. Be able to kill. Do we have enough mana, I think. 619 on the start. Very nice. Mainly just running the outskirts for skeletons. We end up here. Even more. They Today's been a bit more productive than I thought it would be within the amount of time that would happen. I was assuming we'd probably get the Winter Spring quest done and then struggle find anything else to do, but took a chance. We came into Western Plaguelands to do some things. It always works out. Go into Western Plaguelands. You know, taking the risk. And you get rewarded. Leveling without Western Plaguelands, if you're not doing dungeons, would be so difficult. Because if you're not going to Western Plaguelands, you're probably not going to Eastern Plaguelands either. If you're that scared of it, you're probably not doing either. It'd be so hard. I wouldn't enjoy that. We haven't seen a 1300 crit yet with Starfire, which is kind of sad. I was hoping it would be 1300, but we're only in 1200. Nice. Now fragments pretty well. I think the only chance we had of a 1300 crit was when we had the Arcane Elixir up. Sadly, that has passed. We'll cover. Would look good in a 12 cover. Actually, it's not too bad. Generally, you look like shit, but it's not too bad. It goes well with our shoulders. I was searing ghouls over here. Not exactly helpful for our skeletal fragments. Ian, pretty good. Aquamarine. Really don't expect to see Aquamarine at this level. Okay. Thanks, I guess. I don't really think they're that useful anymore, but you know. This now. We might find a use for Aquamarine on the blacksmith still. Feel pretty safe having 3,000 here. I'd like a Kroll Blade even more though. The fact that we still have not seen a single epic is still pretty infuriating. Doing a whole ass volley of Shadow Bolt. Didn't even make it to me. He cast it. Maybe I resisted, but it went into the floor and then disappeared. It didn't hit us. The travel time on a Shadow Bolt volley also is something that... It's very slow, right? So back in the day when WoW was very janky, you could actually have a slow projectile follow you forever, and it just wouldn't do damage. So Shadow Bolt Volley was one of those things that you could like have follow you eternally, and it would never hit you. Just in case anyone wanted to know how old World of Warcraft could be abused. You could do stuff like that. Nice Minden. It sucks that he started running up the cliff, because I don't know if we elude him now. He might have an epic. The few mobs that I've killed that I haven't been able to loot, they're definitely the ones that had the epics. Because I have a hard time thinking that we just have been very unlucky. Considering the amount of blues we've had, there's no way we have not found an epic. At this point. But the amount of blues we've had could also be the cause of the no epics. Because we've been extremely lucky. Like, we've probably found close to 30 blues at this point. I'm not 100% sure the overall stats, and I can't even look back at videos to see, because some of the epic, or some of the blues I haven't even put in because we've found so many. That are like, not that awesome now. Unless it is a really awesome one. Back when I started the medley, every blue was going in. But now it's just been happening so much. I think Lena's found like 8 blues alone. He was the first blue character. Definitely been finding her fair share. Fragments done. Back to town. I don't even remember how much that mold is for the quest. I think it's 15 gold, maybe. But if it's more, well, might not be able to do it. Because I think that's going to be a little bit more experience too. Definitely worth picking up. 56k, be about 51k from leveling. That's pretty good already.
Hello. Safe travels. Have a good one.
Yeah, 15 gold.
See you later.
But I do believe this gives experience, so it's worth it. 600 only. And then Fire Plume Forge. So is 600 experience worth 15 gold? Probably not. But I guess we can hold on to the quest. Okay.
Can I help you? Off and away.
Maybe it would be worth 15 gold if we were 600 experience from leveling 60. But we'll go hand in this EPL quest. And then that will be it for the day, I guess. As long as we don't die over here. Capable of dying over here. It would be quite a dramatic experience and a dramatic end to the day. The one reason I want Fran to make it to 59 is so Lena can be the 60. Because Alia 60 will take so much longer. It might not, because priest leveling has been quite quick, but it is going to be 9 levels. 9 levels is more than 7 levels. No matter how you spin it. So I'd rather get it done on the next 2 characters. I don't want to be dying like 5 bars from 59, you know. Like when Garland was only 2 bars from 44. Another Blood of Heroes. There's a lot of them out today. The only time I've really interacted with Blood of Heroes, other than, you know, the first time when you click on it when you're a noob. Because I definitely did that too. Was, when getting my chromatically tempered breastplate on my classic warrior. We had the chromatic scale drop twice in one night of doing Uber's runs for rend weapons. It was insane. I think we ran it like 5 times and we got 2 scales. So both myself and the main tank in the guild at the time just immediately got like really good. I've never seen such a clusterfuck of mobs all on top of each other. What is even going on? Like, huh? What in the world? Is it just because the guard was out there? Like, never before in my entire Warcraft history have I tried to walk out into the Eastern Plague Lands and seen that. That's a unique experience to the hardcore Medley. I don't know what that guy's doing. Poor little donkey. Was only a wee lad. Maybe it's like an event that happens and saved them, then get a quest or something. I don't know. Never seen it in my life though. That was so weird. We actually have a tower. Crazy. This could have been an interesting zone for PvP if Blizzard had developed it a little bit more. But I don't really think it turned out as well as they were hoping. Okay, hopefully no Scarlets, and if there is Scarlets, hopefully we see them before they are upon us. And then hopefully no barrel gore. If there is barrel gore, hopefully we see him. Or he is upon us. That's how Eastern Plague Lanes goes. I still remember watching a friend. He was AFK at this crossroad and he just was absolutely destroyed by the Scarlet caravan. Whatever. Went to look for barrel gore and I plague hound. But yeah, I was sitting there watching my friend get absolutely annihilated. He was AFK. I told him not to go AFK. Here. But it was also like the day after he left the guild that I was in Classic, so I was like, you know, kind of mad at him. Like, you know what, he deserves it for leaving the guild. I wasn't actually mad at him, but yeah, he did deserve it. A little bit of karma. Find our way in here, make sure it's safe, and then in this quest. So we'll be like 40k experience from leveling. That's pretty good. For what we've done today, definitely. So even if I only get like, you know, like I said, an hour tomorrow, we should be able to do that. And then we just got one more character. Make sure we get it to 60. And then I can stop playing World of Warcraft for it. In fact, stop playing anything, maybe. We'll see. Gonna have important real life things to do. But after I get the 60 done on the rogue, hopefully, or we die and make a blaze of glory. You guys have a silence, that is. In second silence. Basically forever. But yeah, after the rogue is done, no matter what happens, probably gonna be not play WoW, probably not stream for a bit, just edit videos. That'll probably be like a week or two of editing. I have 4 to edit. And then, I don't know what we'll do after that, we'll see. I'll stream for a little bit before I go to school. Probably. Maybe play Warcraft 3. But I won't have time to stream while I'm at school, obviously. My friend was like, you could just stream at school, and I was like, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some random influencer wannabe actually trying to do that.
What brings you here? Hello, I am listening.
Yeah, this quest we cannot do. We are going to go to Winter Spring, grind out the 40k experience needed, so get over there. Not going to happen today. But it will only be like 70 mobs or so to level, so it wouldn't take that long. Yes, having that quest does make. Probably get rid of that too. Put it there with the totems. We're probably not going to hit neutral in 40k experience, but we can get on our way to it. How is Warhammer looking population wise right? 54% district. So it's gone down. Hopefully that means that Gempire's on killing them, because they'll eventually all log off and then we log in and we have a good fight. That's the hope. It depends if Tommy's going to be playing though. Usually he jumps on in like half an hour or so. Maybe he'll want to do something else. I mean, we haven't played Warhammer for like a week though. So I'm hoping.
Hello. Good luck.
I'm hoping that's where we end up. None of this Diablo bullshit. But he is playing WoW right now. This title does say Warhammer all night after keys, so hope. Because that could be fun. I only need like 300k renown to be able to buy my full solve set. Now I'm not really gonna be buying full solve as a doc, but I am basically done with gearing. 300k renown. I'm looking forward to. Until they change the ring to 2k. When I was playing last, I had like 980 willpower and my heals were going crazy. I was like, like I don't need this much willpower, but it's pretty nice. But that I'm not going to be streaming it, so any Warhammer fans can go watch Tommy, and I'll probably be there on his stream. I think I've only streamed once while playing with them, and it was Degenerate Weekend. Because generally they will jump on Warhammer as I finish stream, and that's like my time where I just want to chill out and hang out. I don't want to have to be entertaining or anything. I'm not someone who can stream for 12 hours a day. 4 hours? It's pretty much my limit. So, if we get time tomorrow, which hopefully we do, we can hit 59 really fast, and then we'll be on the road. So, hopefully, tomorrow is the start of the road. I'm going to send all of this to Lena. We are not going to use. And it really made the inventory nothing. We do have more. That there. Can go there too. We can do the rune cloth turn-ins on Lena, so we'll have that. Plus, making bandages
Well, spit it out.
that we will actually use.
Hey, how you doing?
Another bag for the bag pile.
Have a good one.
Okay, so 43,000 experience. Hopefully happening tomorrow. For now though, I am logging out. I'm going to buy food.
Can I show you my
Make
wares?
sure I remember. Well, water.
Have a good one.
Well, you said have a good one, and that's pretty much what I'll be saying now. Have a good night or day, depending on where you are in the world, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. Tomorrow should hopefully be the end of the Druid leveling stint. And then we're going to have a very fun time on the Rogue. I love Rogue. It's definitely my favorite class in Classic. So maybe Priest has something to say about that. If I ever played one, like, ended dungeons, I think it would be really fun. Maybe I'm becoming a healer. After healing in Warhammer, I'm becoming a healer. I want to try healer in Guild Wars. What's wrong with me? I'm going to be a healer in real life. Too. But yeah, hopefully get the Druid done tomorrow. Hopefully the busy thing is in the morning. And not the afternoon. That would be very good. Because then we will get some time on the Rogue and start flying towards 54. First 3 levels on the Rogue should go by quite quickly. Make potions, we'll make fucking ton of mongoose elixirs and shit like that. It's gonna be fun. But I'll see you guys when I see you next. Have a good one.